The knife that ends you will not come from your declared enemy. It will come from the man who calls you brother. It will be slid between your ribs by the person who eats at your table, who laughs at your jokes, who claps you on the back. And it will be forged not from his own malice, but from your own weakness. It will be forged from the one secret you told him in a moment of vulnerability, the one plan you shared in a moment of ego, the one insecurity you revealed in a moment of trust. This is the Judas contract. And you were the one who hands them the blade every single time you open your mouth. Every downfall you have ever had, every plan that has mysteriously crumbled, every betrayal that has left you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., it all started the moment you spoke. You think you're being honest. You think you're sharing. You are not. You are a performer, a jester, begging for validation. You are a martyr, begging for pity. And you are handing ammunition to a world that is a battlefield of hidden leverage and primal evolutionary drives. There are things that must never leave your mouth. Not to your friends, not to your lover, and especially not to your family. The first and most violated is the blueprint. This is your next move, your grand plan, your ambition, the map to your throne. You get an idea, the business you're going to start, the body you're going to build, the woman you're going to pursue. And your ego, the jester within, is so desperate for applause that you announce the trailer before you've even written the script. The moment you speak it, two things happen. First, you self-sabotage. You tell your friends, I'm going to start a new business. They clap. They say, that's amazing, man. And your pathetic, validation-starved brain gets a dopamine hit. A fake one. You get the reward for achieving the goal without ever taking the risk. You have just tricked your own mind into believing the victory is won. And the drive, the hunger, the necessity that forges the king, it just dissolves. Second, you invite the shadows. You invite the vultures. You announce your plan, and you invite a committee of mediocrity to pick it apart. You invite the doubts of the martyrs and the subtle jealousy of the shadows. You say, I'm going to start a business. And the martyr, your broke friend, says, are you sure that's smart right now? The economy's terrible. He doesn't want you to succeed. He needs you to stay in the trench with him so his own inaction feels justified. You say, I'm really connecting with this new woman. And the shadow, your friend who was also single and bitter, says, oh, her? Yeah, she used to talk to my guy. Be careful. Poison. In one sentence, he has just cast doubt. He has just planted a seed of insecurity. He has just, on a primal, intersexual level, competed with you. He has sabotaged your new kingdom before you could even lay the first stone. A king builds his castle in silence. He only reveals it after the walls are built and the cannons are mounted. Let your results be the only sound you make. When people don't know your next move, they cannot block it. The second thing you must never reveal is the treasury. This is your income, your financial situation. The jester is the man who brags about his money. He is the performer flexing the rented watch, the leased car. He is screaming to the world, please validate me, see me as high status. He is painting a target on his back, inviting the envy of the shadows and the entitlement of the mercenaries. The martyr is the man who complains about his money. He is the man who whines about being broke. He is broadcasting to the world that I am not a king. I am not a provider. I am a drain. Both are catastrophic evolutionary signals. The jester attracts predators. The martyr attracts pity. And pity is just contempt wrapped in a soft blanket. Let's talk about the siren, the woman. She is biologically wired to seek a man who is a provider and a protector, a king. When you complain about being broke, you are not being vulnerable or honest. You are failing her primal fitness test. You are signaling to her reptilian brain that you are a low-status, failed provider. She may pity you, but she will never ever desire you. And your family? You are trapped by the sunk cost fallacy of loyalty. You feel you owe them your transparency. The moment you reveal your treasury, you stop being a son and you become an ATM with emotions. You become the solution to their bad decisions. Your money is your leverage. It is your power. It is your freedom. Do not give the map to your treasury to anyone. Let them guess. Let them wonder. The king's wealth is not in his gold, it is in the mystery of his power. Your silence is not secrecy, it is sovereignty. The third thing you must never speak of is the Savior's mask. These are your good deeds, your acts of charity, the sacrifices you make. The moment you announce your kindness, it ceases to be kindness. It becomes marketing. It is a transaction. You are not a king bestowing a gift, you are a martyr buying applause with your generosity. You are performing goodness. And the tribe? They know. They can smell it. When you brag about your good deeds, they don't see generosity, they see manipulation. They see you posturing for higher status. You have just created resentment from an act that was supposed to be pure. The king builds his legacy in the dark. He doesn't need his name on the plaque. He just needs the castle to stand. Let your actions be the monument, not your mouth. We have just built the outer walls of your fortress. We have secured your external kingdom, your plans, your money, your reputation. But the Judas contract, it isn't external. It's internal. The most dangerous betrayals are not for your money or your plans. They are for your soul. There is a deeper, darker, and far more dangerous territory you must protect. The inner kingdom. The place where the shadow and the siren do their real work. The place where a single, whispered word, your word, can be used to end you. What is your greatest weakness? The one that keeps you up at 3 a.m. The one that, if someone knew it, they could destroy you.
But a fortress is a tomb if the spy is already inside. I ask you at the end of part 1, what is your greatest weakness? That dark primal fear that if someone knew it, they could destroy you? We are now entering the inner kingdom, and this is where the real war is fought. This brings us to the fourth and most lethal thing you must never reveal: the citadel. This is your weakness, your anxiety, your trauma, your insecurities. You are sitting across from her, the siren, the woman you are trying to win. And in a moment of vulnerability, a moment where you are performing the good guy, you hand her the knife. You say, I hate being ignored. It's my one thing. You say, I have this anxiety. I'm always overthinking if someone is mad at me. You say, I can't stand disrespect. It makes me snap. You think you are building intimacy. You think you are being honest. You idiot. You have not opened up. You have just handed a master strategist the literal blueprint to your emotional destruction. Let's run the primal evolutionary tape. Humans are wired to seek and exploit leverage. It is not evil. It is instinct. You just told the siren, I hate being ignored. What do you think she will do the moment she is mad at you? The moment she feels you pulling away? The moment she wants to test your boundaries and see if you are really a king? She will ignore you. She will weaponize your own vulnerability against you, and you will crumble. Because you were the one who told her where to stab. You told your friend, the shadow, I'm anxious, I overthink. And now, when you are quiet, when you are thinking, when you are in your king's mind, he will pat you on the head in front of the tribe and say, you're just overthinking again, man. He has neutered you. He has pathologized your strength, your silence, by using your own confession against you. Do not advertise your weakness. Do not give people the backstage pass to your mind. A king has a therapist. A king has a journal. He vents upwards to a mentor or inwards to himself. He never vents sideways to the court. Your weakness becomes your power the moment you stop advertising it. This brings us to the final and most sacred place you must protect: the throne room. This is your family drama. This is your love life. This is what happens inside your home. This is the place where the king and queen rule, and the moment you gossip about your own throne room, you have abdicated the throne. You have a fight with your partner. You run to your friends, the jesters and martyrs in your court. You complain. You vent. You expose her. And in doing so, you expose yourself. You are broadcasting to the world that you are not a king who can manage his own kingdom. You are a jester, a performer who needs an audience for his chaos. And here is the brutal, unforgiving truth. Here is the Judas contract you just signed on her behalf. You and she, you will make up. You will forgive her. But your friends, the jesters you vented to, they never will. You have poisoned your own tribe against your own queen. You have stained her reputation and your own with your needless drama. You have invited the shadows into your throne room, and now you are shocked that your kingdom is in chaos. You did this. Your peace grows in silence. Your chaos grows in gossip. You do not need to narrate your life to people who are not invested in your growth. Your plans, your money, your good deeds, your weaknesses, and your heart, they are passwords. And the more people who have access, the more likely you are to get hacked. This entire philosophy, this is not paranoia. This is strategy. This is the world of power that Robert Greene so brutally and brilliantly detailed. You want to know why I tell you to move in silence? Read Law 3 of the 48 Laws of Power. Conceal your intentions. When people don't know your blueprint, they cannot sabotage it. You want to know why I tell you to guard your citadel? Read Law 4. Always say less than necessary. When you talk, you are exposing your weaknesses. You are giving leverage. The shadows are listening. And if you really want to understand the why, if you want to understand the primal evolutionary drives of the shadows and the jesters in your life, you must read Greene's other masterpiece, The Laws of Human Nature. It will teach you why people are driven by envy. It will teach you why they need to see you fail to justify their own inaction. It teaches you to read them so you can understand them without ever exposing yourself. These books are not evil. They are the truth. They are the operating manual for the world as it is, not as you wish it was. We started this journey with a knife. The knife is your tongue. The Judas contract is the one you sign every single time you speak out of ego instead of strategy. The jester performs for applause. The martyr complains for pity. The shadow listens for leverage. But the king builds in silence. A lion does not announce his hunt to the jungle. He just eats. Move in silence and let your life be the only sound you make.